everyone, welcome back. Today I have Lisa with me. Super amazing friend. She has actually been getting her haircut like 29 years now. So anyway, it's super fun. Very, very, very good person. Okay, her haircut, super cute. We are doing a pixie on Lisa. We clean up the neckline here. And then after I cut it, I come back through with the clippers and do a clipper overcomb to tighten all this back up. She has a lot of hair, and so we love to keep this tight so it doesn't stick out. Yeah, it seems a little bulky, sweetie.
It's a lot bulky.
Okay, we are point cutting. This is about 1.5 inches up here. Well, I guess it's different on everybody's inches. I always like to ask people, like, if I cut long hair, okay, how many inches do you want? And they say 3. And I'm like, okay, show me what 3 is, because everybody's inches are different. Okay, so I'm holding, from here down, I'm holding my fingers right next to her scalp, just to keep it as tight as I can. And then up here, I come to my guide point and I line that back up. I point cut into this. And then what I do is I come back through with texturizing shears. I actually use both texturizing shears on Lisa. One is to take some of the bulk out, and then the other one is to make it more piecey. So the texturizing shears that have more teeth together takes out some of the bulk. And then the chunky shears help it, just be more piecey. And I like to take that through her ends. Just because if not, she has so much hair, it can just feel really thick, especially on her one side. Kind of dries it to one side. That other side that more hair goes to, it gets a little bit more bulky. So I'll show you that part when we get there. That's kind of weird, Lisa, to think that it's been that many years.
It's crazy.
Crazy. Time is flying. Okay, so point cutting. And again, I'm just following my sections vertical, just straight down. Just keep track of where I'm at. Okay, so of course, when we get to this area, we are going to come tight against the head and angle down. Okay, and now this top, gonna come across. Point cut. Especially with thick hair, you want to point cut. If you cut straight across, you're gonna get more of a rounded look, which means, just more, just smooth. And we don't want that look for Lisa. So that's why we need to point cut. Okay, she goes this way. So she likes her hair over her ears. I like to check the lengths on both sides because I always tease every time. There's been a few times that the sides, it doesn't matter. One time I'm like, okay, that feels good. And then I look, I'm like, no, the one side is still longer at one side. So anyway, I have to, triple check it and make sure they're both even. So you can see my fingers are on an angle. So I come back from here, from this short, and angle down here. to the front. Okay, same thing here. We're going to hold this out. Mm-hmm. Angle. Okay. All right, now I'm going to hold both sides, feel it, watch it, look it. Even, I mean, I check it too once it's dry because it can dry just a little bit different. Okay, that's feeling good. Okay, and then we're gonna come up through the bang area. We're gonna come on an angle, open and shut my shears. We like different lengths up in here. So you can see I come up, so now there's some shorter pieces here, longer, shorter, longer, short. Come over, open and shut, open and shut. And then that way, once I dry, if I feel like I need to texture something more, I can. But you can see those different lengths in the front there. Okay, now we're gonna take the bulk out. So I'm gonna come back through here. This is the texturizing shear with more teeth. So we're gonna come through here, take some of this bulk out. Lisa has thick, straight hair, perfect hair for this haircut. I've had so many people come to me and say, I want my hair like Lisa Blackett's. I'm like, most of them can, some of them can't. I'm like, well, Lisa has a lot of hair, which still thin hair can do this haircut also. It's just a little bit different look. Okay, so we took the bulk out and now this is the chunky texturizing shears. I like to take this a lot through the mid and top of her hair strands. If not, her hair just gets too heavy. And with doing this, it makes it more like airy through the top, more piecey. So when she uses the paste to separate it, it will separate cute and piecey and not just thick. And yes, I'm doing a lot on Lisa. Obviously, if somebody doesn't have this much hair, you're not gonna want to do as much. Okay. All right, now what we're gonna do is we are going to dry, and then I'm gonna come back and clip her over comb. I wanna see that back dry. This is the Monate mousse. This is the Moxie magnifying mousse from Studio One. This is very concentrated mousse, very good. You don't need that much. Like, see, it's still on my hands. Usually mousse, if you do this, it will like almost disintegrate, like it goes away. This shows you how concentrated this mousse is when it stays on your hands. Okay. Now we are going to blow dry. I'm just moving it back and forth. Just try to think, this forward a little bit. And force all of that down. How you doing, Reese? Good. Okay, with this effort brush, it has the holes through this area, and you just go back and forth. Yeah, and it feels good. A little bit of massage, right, Reese? That's good. Okay. Okay, so you can see that just stands up by itself. All right, and then I like to take my blending comb for this clipper over comb. It's a thin blending comb. And then I just come in, bring the comb in, and then kind of come back out. I always like to go up horizontal with people that are starting out. There's more control. If you're more used to it, you can go horizontal this way. It takes more hair off at once. If not, just go like this until you get used to it. This just makes it so when it starts to grow out, it doesn't poke out. Especially with Lisa's texture of her hair, the type of hair she has. She has so much of it and it's a thicker strand. And so it can be, I don't know if pokey's the word or just more straight. It's gonna just poke out more. And so if I come back and I do this tight, then it's gonna be better for Lisa in between haircuts. So she doesn't have to do a fat bottom sticking out. We just clean it up nice and tight here. And it's not extremely tight, but it's tighter than just finger cut, finger length. Okay. Okay, I just come back through, make sure that that's blended well. And then I definitely use more styling paste with Lisa just because she has so much hair. So I dig my finger in it first and then rub it in your hands to where it's almost clear. Then come in and grab at her hair. Then I will grab another. Most people don't need two big fingers full, but Lisa's hair, she has so much and we like it piecey looking. So I always have to go back for more. Okay, one more. I'm gonna rub this in. I'm gonna turn her to the mirror so I can see what I'm doing. I'm gonna bring this through the back. Feel better, Lise? Good.
Let's have a good happen.
It was. When I held up that back to cut right there, I was like, oh, wow.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's been growing. Okay, now I'm gonna come to this front and piece this out cute. See him double, triple checking those those fronts. Sounds so funny. It's a joke we laugh about every time, huh, Lisa? That's right. Okay, now just gonna come back comb a little bit up through here. The cool thing about the styling paste also is it really has a hold too, which I loved. Sorry, I turned them back around so I can see here. Okay, Lise, cute, cute. Yes, you're welcome. Welcome, welcome. Okay, this is the bedhead hairspray. Love it. It holds, it's not sticky, and it doesn't weigh it down. So anyway, do love that hairspray. Thank you again, Lisa. You're amazing. You guys, I hope you enjoyed the haircut. If you have any questions, let me know. I would love to help. Please like, share, and subscribe, and we will chat later. Thank you. See ya.